Hey everyone, welcome to Shoot On. Today we're going to talk about AR-15 bolt cleaning and the Real Avid master bench block. So when most people clean their AR-15, they'll take the bolt out of the carrier, but mostly we'll just use a solvent and a nylon brush or something to clean the outside of the bolt. The problem is it's really difficult to get that bolt face cleaned real good of the deep carbon and brass smears when it's all assembled. So to disassemble it, you need an ejector removal tool, and one of these is incorporated into the master bench block. So this thing was originally designed as a tool to help you build AR-15 upper and lower receivers, but it also includes the ejector tool. So that's what we're going to use today and show you how to remove the ejector so that you can take out the ejector spring and the extractor and really do a deep clean on an AR-15 bolt. So the bolt ejector function of the bench block has this ram which pushes in on the ejector, and it's got this little nub here that you align with the cam pin, bolt cam pin hole. So anyway, just put the bolt in like so. You'll have the extractor is this direction and the bolt or the ejector pin is down here. Anyway, get it set up like so. First thing we're going to do is use a 3/32 punch and just push out the extractor pin, and you can just do that by hand. Push that out, lift it up, and you can remove the extractor. And we'll place it back in. Now we're going to depress the ejector. We just rotate this ram all the way, and then that will allow us to use a 1/16 roll pin punch and tap out the roll pin. Release the ram, and we can pull the bolt out, and it is where you pull the ejector, and then there's the ejector, or the ejector spring, and that's it. So the bolt is now completely disassembled. We can get in here with a brush, get a real good cleaning of that bolt face, and use a pipe cleaner, run it through, and really clean this out really good. So after thoroughly cleaning the bolt, final step is to use a light oil. We use military, it's called lubricant semi-fluid. Anyway, just a real light coat all over the bolt, as well as the small parts, the springs, the roll pins, ejector, extractor, and then we're ready to put it all together. So to do that, we begin by dropping in the ejector spring into its slot, followed by the ejector. And for this, you're going to have the small portion, or the slot portion I should say, go in first. So the idea is to line the slot with the hole for the roll pin. So anyway, that goes in like so, and we can drop it into the tool, start to close the ram, and I'll take the 1/16 inch punch and use that to kind of align everything once we get in there. Slipped out on me, must have put too much lube in. Depress the extractor, or the ejector, push it in there, and then just use the pin. Got it out of alignment, looks like. There we go. Place that in, close the ram. There we go. So now we're all aligned for the roll pin. Put that in, just give it a light tap to get it started. Grab the roll pin punch, and just make sure that the roll pin is seated evenly in the bolt. That's good. Now we can put our extractor back in place. You can usually do this by hand. Just push down, insert the pin, usually you can do it by hand. There we go. And again, just make sure it's sitting evenly in the bolt. And that's it. The bolt is back together, ready to go into the carrier. So as you can see, doing a deep clean on an AR-15 bolt is not a big deal if you got the right tools, and the Real Avid Master Bench block does that because it does include that ejector tool. So if you want more information about this or any of the other tooling solutions from Real Avid, go over to realavid.com. That's RealAvid.com.